Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. And the Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the move from inside his 5. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will go on the attack first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture from Indiana. The portal many times can give you a pretty good read on what's going on inside a program, and to lose the number of players that they did might be a little bit of a worrisome signal.
Well, I think the biggest thing is they lost some key guys, too. A handful of dudes, David, that really made a difference on this team a year ago. How can they replace that this season?
And that's what your job is as a coach, is to develop those guys behind them, supplement with the portal. Listen, it's an ongoing, hard task, but that's what these coaches have to do nowadays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense the football back. But how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, Dave.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Got his man on the right. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Evanson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Tigers are flying down the field. On the move, it's Riley. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be... for this offense.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They're setting up the screen, and he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Carr. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the back. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the run.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. These routes have some reads and adaptability position and made the play.
Man, it's so...
Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Indiana, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Carr. Here's a heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Steps away. On the run, deep down the right side. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 21 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
The Hoosiers send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Bishop. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and trying to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think
breaks into the open on the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Might be calling a hot route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
The Hoosiers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that
big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers headed quickly to the line, making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Now with a first and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And the returner is stopped. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got him downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Makes the grab on the left. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some
turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. A strike downfield. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Henderson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
He wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Makes the catch. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the air on first down. He's going to fire deep. Takes him in stride inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Tripped up for the tackle.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give, and tick, 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 tick. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. He wants to change this route. They're looking to throw on second and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covered. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly,
he's got it down the left side. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Here comes Auburn to the line on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Got it out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And the returner goes down. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Across the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll give it to him again. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.